You feel it before you understand it. A shadow moves at the edge of your vision. Your heart accelerates, your muscles tighten, and you spin around to find nothing. Just a tree, just a curtain, just the dark. But your body has already decided you might die. That reaction is not a flaw. It is the single most successful survival program ever written. And it is still running inside you right now, every day, even though the world that built it vanished from your daily life 10,000 years ago. Your brain is not the brain of a modern human, not at its core. It is the brain of a creature that lived in open grassland, slept in groups for protection, and spent most of its waking hours as potential prey. Predators did not announce themselves. They waited. They used shadows. They came from behind. And if your ancient ancestor was slow to react, even once, they did not get to be your ancestor. The ones who survived were the ones who flinched first and asked questions later. Neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux spent decades mapping what he called the brain's fear circuit. What he found was not a refined, deliberate system. It was a bypass. When your senses detect something that might be a threat, a tiny structure deep in your brain called the amygdala fires before your conscious mind even receives the signal. Before you know what you saw, your body is already moving. That is not irrationality. That is ancient, precise, ruthless engineering. The problem is that this system was calibrated for a world that no longer exists. It cannot tell the difference between a leopard in tall grass and a news notification on your phone. It cannot distinguish the sound of something stalking you from the creak of your own house at night. The threat detection software is ancient. The threats have changed completely. The software has not updated once. Psychologist Arne Oman ran studies in the 1990s that revealed something remarkable. Humans learn to fear snakes and spiders after just one bad experience. To fear guns or broken electrical cables, things that actually kill thousands every year, takes far longer, often requiring repeated exposure. Your brain does not learn fear equally. It has a preloaded shortlist of things it already suspects, inherited from a time when those things reliably ended lives. That list was written before the invention of language, before fire was controlled, before the first word was spoken. Think about what that means for your daily experience. The low-level vigilance you feel in a dark parking garage, that is your ancestors scanning the savannah. The discomfort when someone stands slightly too close behind you, that is an ancient tripwire placed there to warn you before an ambush could happen. The way your eyes snap to movement, even when you are deep in concentration, a reflex so old it predates the part of your brain you use to read these words. Researcher Randolph Ness calls this the smoke detector principle. A smoke detector that goes off during burned toast is not broken. It is calibrated for the worst case. A false alarm costs nothing but a moment of annoyance. Missing a real fire costs you everything. Evolution ran the same calculation across hundreds of thousands of generations. The brain that over-detected threats survived. The brain that waited for certainty did not pass anything on. So the anxiety you feel in crowds, the dread before a hard conversation, the sense that something is wrong even when nothing is. These are not weaknesses of character. They are the output of a system extraordinarily good at its original job. You are not anxious because you are broken. You are anxious because your ancestors were relentless at staying alive. But here is where it becomes truly strange. The same system that once spotted a predator crouching in tall grass is now scanning your inbox for signs of rejection, reading the tone of a text message for threat cues, monitoring a social interaction for signs that the group might turn against you. Because to your ancient brain, social rejection and physical danger registered in the same category. Being cast out of the group, in a world where the group was survival itself, was a death sentence. Your brain never unlearned that. The shadow that moved at the edge of your vision has never really gone. It just changed shape. It became a deadline, a notification, an unanswered message, a silence that lasted slightly too long. And when your heart accelerated and you felt it before you understood it, that was 100,000 years of survival intelligence, still running, still scanning, still keeping watch. You carry the entire history of human fear inside you. And tonight, when nothing is there and your body reacts anyway, that is not weakness. That is your inheritance.